You don't own me. Hello. Is anybody home? I noticed my hair need to do some stuff to it. Trying now. That must be Phyllis, who must gave me a like. Hi, Phyllis. Hello. 2 people. Hey. How's everybody doing? I figure you guys want to talk about the kids' abs. So I decided to go because that's what I do for my subs. I gotta lie. There's my green screen. What up, though? You knew it. You knew what? What happened? What you know, Prodigy? What you know, big dog? What happened? You knew I was gonna go live? Man, I just be throwing these videos up. I spent NBA. What? I'm not gonna post that, but how'd they mess up? How'd they mess up? You know, we got some ladies gonna be coming on, so we gotta chill with all that. But what happened? I mean, look at the. Oh, do that. Ow! What'd they do, bro? What they do? What they do, brother? What did they do? Game don't start till 9 o'clock. No, it ain't 9. Oh, it is. It's 9:24. What is the score? What goes up must come. Spinning wheels, rolling around, talking about your troubles and your crying shame. Oh, no, about that. 26-15, Golden State. Already. Already. You mad at me? No, Des. No. I kind of figured this was going to be a conversation between us, but I am not. I respect you 100%. And when you said what you said, I was like, much respect. So absolutely not. You are A-okay with me. We have no issue whatsoever. I just respected your wishes. That's all. So no, I am not mad at you, baby girl. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Rockets look bad. Rockets look terrible. Part 3 of this Cavs versus Warriors nonsense. Or 4. So the rig. So wait a minute, Prodigy. Wait a minute. Cavs can't beat the Warriors. I agree 100%. Cavs cannot beat the Warriors. And as far as Prodigy is concerned, Prodigy, listen. This is kind of like wishful thinking, bro. Because all we're saying is nobody wants to see the Warriors go to the finals. And play who? We already seen them play Cleveland twice. Nobody is excited about seeing that again. And nobody wants to see them play Terry Rozier. Okay? It's just there's no good situation for the Rockets in ratings. That's what we're saying. But it looked like that's exactly what's going to happen if the Rockets get. The oversaturation, that matchup too much. Enough is enough. I agree with you. It's to be sickening. Now I didn't know if you were talking about I was making too many videos or whatever, because some people have been saying you make so many videos. It's my channel. I can do what I want, but I do different videos for different people, even though we may be talking about the same subject. So you get green screen videos, you get videos of me just going live because people, and I try to catch them after work and then you get videos that I actually try to do different stuff with. All talking about the NBA. You're fine with okay, but listen. I'm a ratings guy. I try to follow the ratings, and I just don't see where this is going to be good for the Warriors and the NBA. And we know the NBA calls the shots. We know Steph Curry is not running the NBA. You know what I mean? It's like you can go out there and light up the scoreboard all you want, but you're not in control. If you didn't see what happened to your wife, then you must not be paying attention, okay? Your wife pretty much let everybody know that the NBA is corporate and it's ran by corporate people. With her mistake and her anger, she let the whole world know who really runs the NBA when the police came after her. Yeah, it's looking bad. Yeah, it's looking bad. So you think you may be wrong? Listen, I done said this before, and I'll say it again. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong, okay? And I know some of you really don't want me to be wrong because some of you got some money on it. Other people have other things riding on it. But it ain't over yet. Okay? Look. If we did this in 2016, it would have been over in game 3. Okay? It would have been over in game 3 of the finals. If we went down, I am not trying to keep you guys in it. I have nothing to have you guys hanging on to a string. I just don't. Okay, I got $10 that Cleveland's gonna win it all. All right, so there's no big investment here. If you guys choose not to believe me, that's just fine. But I keep telling you guys my method, the way I think, the way I look at the NBA, and where are you? I'm in Ohio. But if it just doesn't work out, look, I was just wrong. Everything I said was, well, not everything, because Cleveland, they should win the division championship, the EFC, but I'm with you 100%. Cleveland cannot beat the Warriors. So what is a green screen? I make green screen videos too. Cool 80s haircut. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I make a green screen. I'm putting one up now. It's uploading now. And I think I put one up yesterday. The one I put up today is kind of so I need to do some work. But I did it for Mr. Jones, who asked me to put up a green screen video. So I need work on it. But nonetheless, once I get this thing to hang up like this, I don't like to take it down if I'm going to keep doing videos. I'm tired of... I can't believe the Rockets look so bad. I see the NFL are so anti... hey, what's going on, Lakeith? Go eat up all the popcorn. Where's that baby go? I don't understand what you mean, Prodigy. Warriors won against Rockets. Yeah, they're gonna clean the clock today. It looks like it. I did not expect that. I was expecting the Rockets to do something, but it ain't over. So the Warriors gonna win forever. Oh, come on. Des is my girl. She's just, Des is distraught right now. She's just like, oh, it's the first quarter. They're 10 points up. Oh, heavens to Murgatroyd. She's like that woman. When Atlanta lost the Super Bowl, that white woman was, oh, the humanity. She was all on the ground. Just life. It's just terrible. Did you see that video? Oh, sweet Christmas. Oh my gosh, she was so distraught that Atlanta threw that game. I was like, oh, you poor thing. You didn't know that it was fixed to have a meeting with Matt Ryan. You're not wrong. It's already set up. Saying the Cows in the finals against, because the NBA is selling the series. Makes sense with ratings and money. Oh, okay. Well, it makes me feel better, but don't tell Des that. Because Des has no faith in Cleveland versus the Warriors. They're going to beat the Warriors. That's what it looks like, Jones. When you going to do another original vid, bro? An original vid? What do you mean? Get back to the music, yo. Hey, talk to me. What are you talking about? An original vid of making, when I do my singing and stuff like that. Oh my goodness, I haven't made one in, a year? Almost 2 years? They're pushing a single team to the top. Patriots, Warriors. Yes, they are. Houston's down 9 now. It's not over, Des. Harden playing like a lost run. It might be in the script, bro. Cavs gonna beat the Warriors. Woo! I'm hoping so. Mellow Soul, tell me exactly what you're talking about, and I will try to make it happen. When somebody requests something, I try to do it, and especially now for the next 5 days I have time. But next weekend I'm gonna be in math class. So whatever you guys want now, you better ask me now. Because once I get in stats, it's just gonna be lights out. You just said the same thing I said. You said Cavs can't beat them. No, we can't. Warriors have no answer for playoff LeBron. Oof. We thought that back in 2017, bro. Look what happened last year. And he had a better team. He sure did. He sure did. Listen, Des, any way it goes. Okay, so any way the wind blows here for the NBA, it's just looking bad. It's looking bad. So here's what we're looking at. Let's just take the worst case scenario and say the Warriors win the whole thing. Here's what we're looking at. You're looking at Clay's dead. You're like, hey, what's going on, Brooks? What's happening, Mr. Washington? You're looking at the ratings dropping. All right. You're looking at LeBron probably leaving, going to New York. There's that. The East is going to be reliant on you got the top 5 teams in the East, the Raptors. It is what it is. It's not the number 1 team in the East. You got the Raptors. Cleveland will not even be close to being the number 8. They won't even be in the top 8. It's just going to be done. So if Bron goes to New York, he's going to bring New York up. And that's just going to be that. So they will be in the playoffs somewhere. So top 8, maybe 7. So you would be looking at this is in the final, okay, in the playoffs. This is what you're looking at next year if Steph Curry and those guys win. This is what you're looking at. In the East, you're looking at the Raptors again, which is not going to win. I'll read you guys' comments in a minute. What up, Toe? What up, Kev? You're looking at the Raptors. You're looking at the Celtics, which will probably go ahead and push through and go to the finals. And/or you're looking at the 76ers, which is going to be in close competition with the Celtics. You're looking at, of course, the Pacers. which will probably go right back into the top 8 and go into the playoffs. Then you're looking at New York, and I'm missing 3 teams. But it's going to be so weird to look at. And you're going to be like, yay, LeBron, but really, we're voting for New York now? You know what I mean? It's just going to be really, really weird to look at. And and everybody's going to start flocking. Oh, New York is going to win the championship game this year. And that's just how the system's going to go. It's just going to be bad. But if he wins this year, you're not going to think he's going to win next year. You know he's going to the playoffs, but he's just not going to win. However, if Cleveland wins this year, this is what you're looking at in the Western Conference as far as Steph and them's concerned. The Warriors will not go to the finals again. It just ain't going to happen. They might go to the final 6 or final 4 because Kevin Durant is going to leave. Now, wherever Kevin Durant goes, that team is going to go to the playoffs. But it doesn't necessarily mean they're going to win the whole thing. So it's going to really be looking weird, too. So everybody thinks he's going to head off into, Washington? So you'll be looking at Washington, OKC. You'll be looking at, the Warriors, definitely. Washington, OKC, the Warriors. I don't know. You guys help me out. Whatever team Davis is on, or David, or what his name is, Anthony Davis. I'm just saying, it's just going to look weird. Next year is going to look really, really strange any way it goes, and nobody's going to be excited. That's what it's going to equal. It's going to equal a really, really drab year next year any way the wind blows. Let me try to read some of this. Wait, Klay is hurt? I don't know if Klay is hurt. Klay Thompson just got hurt. Oh. Well, there goes their 6th man. I know the NBA is fixed. I'm trying to read this. 3-1 up against the Cavs in the finals a couple of years ago, 2016. And also back with the championship. So Cleveland that's right. They won that. Yeah, they won that after like 50 years. It was 50 years since they did anything. Where the Rockets going to destroy them in Houston? Probably. I think that the Warriors got this game. They are focused. Yeah, that's what it looks like. I'm going to read the rest of your comments before I go to the score. Yes, Klay's hurt. How did he get hurt? It's a good question. He landed on his left knee. Ouch. Oh, my God. Now, Tone, there's the injury. Okay, Des, I see you. Des, you've been paying attention. There's the injury, but the problem with that is Klay is the – all right. Well, let's look at this. Without Klay, what chance does Houston have? Without Klay, let's just be honest. Klay's not there. What chance does Houston have? Is Brown going to win it all this year? I think he is. Amari, 80%. I'll take 80%. Telling these clowns and Cavs gonna beat Rockets in the final. That's what I'm thinking, Rangers. Okay, well, hold on. There's Iggy and Klay out now. Okay. Iggy and Klay out now. So who is Iggy and Klay to the Warriors? That's how you gotta do it. CP3 is funny to talk trash a lot. What up, Purple Code? Okay, so that's how you gotta do it. You gotta do it like this. Okay, so Iggy's out. They make up the backbone. Yes, they are. They're very important pieces because I think Iguodala is like the 6th man, isn't he? So the starting 5 is who? Curry, Durant, Green, Klay, and who's the other one? Iggy isn't a starter. Curry, Durant, Green, Klay. Who's the other starter? Who's the 5th person? How is the Cavs going to win this year? Are they going to go down 0-3 and come back? That's what. I don't know. Draymond Green. Yeah. So I said Curry, Green, Clay. Okay, McGee. All right. So the thing about this team is what makes them so good is their fourth, fifth, and sixth man are all equal. You can't do that on Cleveland. You can't look at Kyle Korver, Green, and Kevin Love because he's the second man. I don't know who else they got on there. You can't look at their sixth man and say they're all equal. Hill, and you can't do it. And they're all equally good. You can't. The thing about Clay going out is Clay is replaced by Iguodala. But when Iguodala's out, now you got a chink in the armor. But your chink in the armor. No. Okay. Well, I didn't know who starts, so there you go, Jones. I wasn't sure. I had four. Yeah. So just like you said, Des, there's your injury. So now they have two injuries. All they need is one more major injury or technical foul. Just one more. And then you guys are going to see a drastic, and you might see it in this game. You might see in the third quarter, Draymond draw a technical foul. And in the fourth quarter, you might see Steph Curry throw his mouthpiece again. And when it happens, definitely, I think Cavs are done losing. Okay, see, when it happens, you guys are going to be like, okay, Tone, now I see your math. And that's what I'm really after. I don't really need to be right. I don't need to be right. I want you guys to see what's going on. So, yeah, down two. Okay, see, here you guys go. Now you guys are getting me. I'm good with that. I'm good with that. I want you guys to look at it and understand it and not get so emotional in these games. Love God, because these people don't love you. They tricking all of us. But when you start looking at the tricks that they pull in, you waking up. You just like, oh, this is some bull crap. You know, somebody gonna get injured. Boom, somebody gets injured. Oh, somebody about to get attacked. Boom. Look, even when the next year starts, watch the injuries. Watch the subtle injuries. Watch who sprains their ankles. Watch who gets the MCL, ACL. Watch who has back spasms and all that. Because what's going to happen is it'll happen like in the first 10 games. That person will get injured, maybe sit out for about a month or two. And then playoff time, that person's going to come back. They're going to rumble in the jungle. But if they don't want that team to lose, guess what's going to happen? They're going to pick up those same injuries. It's all cyclical. It's all cyclical. It's the same over. It's just remixed in the same garbage. They're running out of tricks. They're running out of tricks. It's just, dude, we've seen this before. You guys do not need to have Cleveland and the Warriors in the champion. Don't do that. We're telling you not to do it. We're warning you. Don't do it, NBA. You're gonna see a major strike come up. You keep messing around. Too many egos can hurt a team sometimes. All day. No true words been spoken. He just came back in. I'm just telling you guys, watch the flip-floppiness. LeBron pulled his, the Warriors with this team. He's the GOAT. Well, LeBron, listen, I think everything looked like just for LeBron to look really super duper for this year and next year. Because I was listening to Skip Bayless and LaShannon Sharp, and they was comparing him, of course, to Jordan. And they was talking about when Jordan was playing when he was 34, and LeBron now. And, you know, they were doing all these comparisons. And I'm just like, this whole year, y'all been setting us up with LeBron. Y'all been, listen, y'all, first, they took the team and scattered the team. Then they got a bunch of hype from all of these other players and a mixed bag of nuts they tried to throw together. They had this whole love affair between Kyrie Irving and LeBron and all this other stuff. They took this, and then they tried a collage of players that really didn't have any congruency and tried to throw them together, and it didn't work. Then LeBron makes this announcement that they should not be playing on national TV. It's just like, Bron, come on now. For one, that's how you make your money. So let's not do that. He's like, every time we play on national TV, you lose. It's just like, no, you lose it because you don't have your team straight, and you know you guys aren't solid, or at least that's what we're supposed to think. But as time went on, I was just like, this is just a soap opera. This is just a soap opera. This is like Dallas or something. Some of y'all are not old enough to know about Dallas, but it was a good soap opera. But this is a soap opera. That's all it is. It's keeping up with the Kardashians or something. It is. It's just a bunch of fakery. And then now we have this. They're in the Final Four. It is like you guys couldn't even make a basket, you know. But now you're in Final Four. You got teams that have had their act together all year. The Raptors had their act together all year. And they're nowhere to be found. They got swept by a team that wasn't even a freaking team. They got swept. You can't tell me this ain't fixed. There's no way you can tell me that this stuff is real. They got the number 1 seed got swept by the number 4 seed, which barely even made it. Like, nah. No, I'm not having that. Clay's back. Okay, well, let's see what happens. He's still out there. True. Don't you think it's technology being used to alter shots in the NBA? Or do I think? Brooks? All right, so this is a question that was kind of posed to me about a year ago. Now, I think you're talking about the rims being magnetized and the balls, the Spalding balls, the strips around the balls having some type of magnetic strip so the ball finds its way. And then somebody was saying that the rim is not always magnetized. They said that, and there's even people who have videos showing the ball, the curve of the ball being having an unrealistic curve. So they'll show the ball and they'll show the arc of the ball in a natural arc, you know, a natural falling rate, you know, rate of time, speed, and what's the mathematics on it for a curve? It's rate, speed, time, and all this other stuff. But when the ball starts falling from a certain height, it gains so much speed, centrifugal force, boom, and it's supposed to have a certain curve. Well, the balls are going like this. They're picking up speed and they're falling, but the speed that they're picking up is unnatural. So do I think it's possible? Listen, we have rocket ships. I mean, the internet, we got stuff on this planet that, okay, man, shoot, we got people trying to build Iron Man suits. We got people who got mech. People actually are building mech suits. And for real, they have giant robots that they're building. This guy built one in Russia in his garage, and he's going to weaponize it. So do I think putting a magnetic ram up with the, absolutely. Absolutely 100%. I'm sorry, that's the elongated version, but yes, I do. Because of the magnet. Oh, thanks a lot, King. You watch all the games. That's, yeah, Des watches all the games. She's faithful about it. Yeah, they were talking about the backcourt not having a lot of points. Well, he's supposed to be like that. See, you guys ask me. I'm sorry if you guys asked me a question and I didn't see it. There's a lot of comments going on. You guys talking amongst yourself, and I like that. So forgive me if I missed one. That's why I'm trying to see if you guys ask me any questions. Have you guys in this chat ain't Cavs fan? A lot of people in here are Cavs fans. I'm not a Cavs fan. I'm a fan of talent, but I'm not a Cavs fan. Yeah, I think Cavs are just going to steamroll the Celtics. The faster they get rid of them, the faster they rest. You guys, man, when it comes to K-Love, man, I think he's getting a bad rap. I think K-Love is doing exactly what he's supposed to. I think he's a good supporting actor. I'm just sorry. I just think K-Love is doing exactly what he's supposed to do. He's supposed to suck and he sucks. He's supposed to not suck, he doesn't suck. Somewhat of an all-star. Wherever Bron goes, you go. No love, huh? Yeah, I think Kevin Love is an actor. He's a star. He's not an all-star. You need to be able to body them guards. Okay, now, when I try to put up my videos, I try to show you guys play-by-play because I can't show the actual video. Now, a lot of times, you guys look at some of these highlights. I'm sorry, I'm beat. When you guys look at some of these highlights, you'll see somebody like Rozier drive right down the lane, and they'll just look at game 3. It happened in game 3, and Love was like, he just threw his hands up like, why did nobody move? Because they're told not to. He's doing exactly what he's supposed to. Those guys are doing exactly what they're supposed to. They're doing exactly what they're supposed to. Listen, I sucked at basketball. I really did. And even though, and I'm going to tell you one reason why I sucked at basketball. I didn't have the speed and the quickness for basketball. I was a long distance runner. So I had a lot of, I didn't have a lot of red fast twitch. I had a lot of white slow twitch. But like I said, I was pretty good at running them. But when it came to the quickness, I would just get I just get lost. You know what I'm saying? But these guys are all well trained. I mean, beyond anything that I would ever dream of being. But I even know the fundamentals of basketball. If somebody's coming to the lane, you close the lane down. You put a body in the lane. Let them draw a foul. Houston's winning. It's Houston. I'm sure Dez is going to be happy. Oh, man, whatever makes Dez happy, man. You got Cleveland at 6 in the finals? Okay. Yeah, I'm just saying, you guys, you gotta really watch how these guys manipulate you. And you guys are screaming at this game. Oh my God, Kevin! Do JR, JR, would you shoot the ball? Kyle Korver. Kyle Korver. George Hill. Where are you, Hill? Oh my goodness. It's like, man, you got a river, man. I'm just trying to tell you. It's just gonna be bad. Yeah. Thanks for the updates. I understand exactly what you mean. You gotta look at it for what it is. Like, don't put your love into this. Just enjoy it. It's it's loony. Am I saying it wrong? Oh man, I'm sorry. Sports are like movies. Listen, you ever go to the movie and you automatically start trying to figure out the plot? As a matter of fact, it's the reason why you go to particular movies, because you're just like, ooh, I'm gonna try to figure this out. This is a Jessica Drew. This is a type of movie, who done it? And then you're sitting there, and you're winning 500. Oh, get that money. And then you're sitting there, and you're just like, oh, this is gonna happen. This is gonna happen. This is that, and then it happens, and then you feel like you accomplished something because you knew who the villain was. You knew who really done it. You was just like, oh, I know who killed him. It was the butler. And then kind of find out it was the butler. Well, you got to do the same thing here. You got to do the same thing here. Oh, okay. I don't. Already the Rockets winning this game. Oh man, you can't tell the people at the beginning of the chat that, because they was like, "Oh my God, the Rockets suck." Now it's "Go Rockets." You need to be on your channel more often. Well, come on and hang out on the channel, Cam. And we just be having fun over here. Yeah, it's on stage. I told you guys, man. Have a little faith. Y'all don't got no. All this time I spent with y'all, and y'all ain't got no faith in me. I'm just a little boy. Nobody loves me. Gotta moosh. I'll get no love, man. No faith. Like, come on, you guys. I try to cue you guys in on what's going on, and I get no love. I get plenty of doubt. I think it's funny, though. I think it's absolutely funny. Well, I hope you win. I tell you guys all the time, don't bet off of what I say. But I can understand if you do, because I seem to be getting things right. However, the middle games is kind of hard for me to guess who's going to win or not. But I call it like I see the outcome happening. So usually I tell you guys, game 1 and game 2 doesn't make me any difference. Game 3 and game 4 depends on who's up. So if somebody's up 2, then game 3, the opposite team wins. Well, that's cool. With knee soreness. Well, I think all the time that Curry was out, he should be 100%. I was going to try to put a backdrop up here today, but I didn't know how to do it with just going on live and doing it. I was going to throw something up there, but who cares? What I'll probably do is once this is over, I'll put a backdrop up. So this is recorded like this. Then You take it, you put it in the iMovie, you download some pictures, you stretch them out for the length of the video, and then you hit green or blue screen, green screen, then the picture shows up in the back, and it's like it was back there the whole time. Pretty cool, huh? Couple clicks, that's it. Heck yeah. Easy come, easy go. Well, since you're a LeBron, automatically bet on him. I bet on Cleveland, and I don't usually bet, but I just bet Cleveland is going to beat the Celtics. And when I bet, they were down 2 games. So the person that bet me was just like, I'll bet, he came to me and said, I'll bet you that Cleveland loses the series. I was like, I'll take that bet. Let's go. What you want to bet on it? He was like, $10. I was like, no, 50. And then I was telling him, I told him, listen, if somebody is handicapped and they bet against, and they still want to make that bet, and they're handicapped, that must tell you something. That should tell you not to make that bet. But they wanted to make it anyway. I said, I'll take it. Let's go. I was like, you the one that came to me with it. I'll take that bet. Should have been white milk, if anything. The ratings will go crazy if the Celtics win. Why would they let the Celtics win? Why would they let the Pacers win? Why would they let the Raptors win? It makes 0 sense to let any of those teams win. None. Now, next year, one of those teams will win. But this year, come on, B. Come on, B. Makes no sense. Went to the gym today. Gym was packed. Had lovelies everywhere, too. It's like having some Murgatroyds. All these ladies over here checking out my haircut. Tenderonis. I don't have an opinion on Jimmy Butler. I have an opinion on Shannon Sharp. Came in there with a goat head on. Did you see him? Did you see Shannon Sharp on Undisputed? He came in there with a broad shirt on and a goat head, flexing his muscles. after game 3. Oh my goodness, that was hilarious. I was like, Shannon, you ain't here. Des, why? Why, Des? Why did he have a blunt in his mouth? I was crying. I was like, boy, you stupid. He had a blunt in the mouth, man. I was like, oh, my sweet Christmas. What is wrong with you? Oh, Lord. I was crying when I saw that. I said, only Shannon Sharp can do this. Stephen A. Smith can't do that because he has no sense of humor. But only Shannon can do that. Come on the screen with a dog on blunt in his mouth, a big old go ahead, flexing his muscles. I was like, Shannon is still huge. He was just in a men's magazine for, how big he is. He ain't no joke. Yeah, he is. He is. He's the type of grandpa that I'll bench press you in a heartbeat too. You want to what? Let's go. He's huge. I'm like, good grief, Shannon. I ain't mad at you, boy. Some people 5 seconds out of the NFL, they look sloppy. This man, he's still making money off of the way he looks. I'm like, you go, bro. Do y'all notice how every sports show, other than LeBron, huh? Oh, well, that makes sense. Doesn't it make sense though? Man, goats are amazing, man. Those are some amazing creatures. Goats ain't no joke. It's just funny. He did look like a horse. He looked like a horse. I was like, what is that? Shut it! He was like, I could be one of two things, Skip. Skip, I mean, you could just see his mouth. Oh, sweet Christmas. You can just see his mouth moving up under the goat. Skip, I could be one of three things, Skip. I could be a horse smoking a blunt, or I could be Ron James the goat. Like, boy, you could be stupid is what you can be. Take that dang old thing off. Oh, my sweet Christmas. This is too good, man. That's just good TV right there. You know, Skip be in the gym too. Skip is solid. This little frame. Do I ever walk in front of a woman and tell her she's a no? I would not walk in front of a woman and tell her she's a snack. I don't think I would get too far with that, you know. But hey, good luck with that. Yeah, that doesn't seem like a good line to me. What the buzz, right? I don't make any references towards anything sexual when I first meet a woman. I don't go nowhere near it. You know, I am pretty much all gentlemen when it comes to first meeting yeah, it was pretty random. When it comes to meeting a lady, I am pretty much, I don't have any lines. Probably why I'm single. I have no lines whatsoever. I'm just like, hey, how you doing? So, yeah, they could probably, hey, he's gonna say, hey, hello, how are you? Here it comes. Hey, how are you? And I knew he was gonna say, what do you want me to say? So it's pretty dry over here, bro. I don't know. Ooh, you've been walking through my mind all day. It just doesn't work for me. I have never been like that. And I've done okay. I find out that the straight just get right to it with the, you know, I think the best line I have is, hey, love. That's it. Hey, love, how you doing? Fine, how are you? That always seems to get their attention. It's the best I got. You're one beautiful goddess. There it is. You're one beautiful goddess. There it is. I'll leave it alone. I'm tired of the same old bone. I don't think I would ever do that. And I want to remind you guys that there is a young lady here. Matter of fact, there's a few of them So we not gonna do this, guys. Let's keep it under the, I don't want to have any, I just don't want nobody to be offended. That's my real thing. I'm not being some type of prude. I just want the young ladies to be comfortable when they're here. And that's just that. Nah, it's cool. It's cool, man. I just want everybody to be cool. Now, if they wasn't here, I'd be cracking up. Yeah, well, that's and every now and then there is a 17-year-old girl and an 11-year-old girl that comes on the channel. So I really try to, and they usually let us know when they're here. Nyla Plays and Fame. So that's one reason why I really kind of keep it, keep it cool, because I want them to be able to come here and chill with the adults, you know what I mean, and learn from us and all that kind of stuff, So it just makes me feel good that the young people can hang out with us and nobody's tripping out. Everybody's cool and they're learning from some adults that they'll probably never meet, and it's all good. No, I don't need an age restriction. Because I talk to you guys on the up and up. Whether woman or man, if one of the young ladies said something out of line, and I would be like, hey, I want to take it to your channel. 11 is very young. 11 is very young, but she asked me for advice a lot on how to make her channel better. So I like giving her that advice, and I think she's doing that to other people because she looks at YouTube as a business, and I am all about that, So I try to give her a lot of business advice on get her mom's bank account and hooking it up to her, and putting everything in her mom's name. She doesn't know all that. She's 11. She doesn't know it. And another thing she'll do is talk to us about her school and what she's going through at school. You guys, I really don't joke around with that. When she starts talking about school, I'm not even thinking about nothing else except what this young lady's talking about, what she's going through in school. And it's very important to me to try to help her out. That's where I'm at with it. It's my opportunity to, and she does it online on a live. And I say, you guys, tell her something good. Tell her how to, So it's a great opportunity for us all, is what it is. Yeah, Jones, it's just, Yeah. Just trying, Brooks. You doing that didn't sound good. Look. Oh, Proto. Hello, bro. Hey, what's going on, Lisa? Lisa Reed, how you doing? Lisa with the fist up with the toe. What's going on, Lisa? You ain't been on in a while. Preacher man, hey, what's going on, Preacher man? Lisa Marie, you ain't been on in a while. Be yourself. Don't use a lot. Hey, you guys, as far as lines are concerned, what up, mindset? Look, as far as the lines are concerned, let's not act like them corny lines, like some dude ain't walking around here with 5 babies mamas, saying corny lines, because somebody walk around here with 5 baby mamas because of corny lines. So that's not, it just don't work on it. Can't hear you, buffering. Oh, okay. Shoot. everything is closed. Huh. Okay. What's good, Pre? I was watching a video and a guy was like in his late 20s and he dating a 90-year-old. Yeah, but that dude is dating a couple of them. He's dating the women. You can give a compliment and a woman think it's a line. You're beautiful. Yeah, women. I noticed that. Like one time I walked up to a woman and I had walk up to her, walking past her. She was good looking. I was like, "Hey, beautiful." She said, "I'm married." I was like, "Oh, okay. Well, thank you for letting us know what your status is." But I didn't ask you anything. I just said, "Hello, beautiful." She automatically assumed that I was going to hit on her. I was like, all right. You ever thought about dyeing your hair? I thought about it today because I was looking at some hairstyles for men and I saw one with a blonde streak in it, but I thought that would be pretty juvenile for me. So the answer is no. Yeah, some women are really looking good today. Be like, "Hey, shorty, you looking nice." I told a young lady she was nice today, nice looking. I'm like, "You sure are fine, but I'm not trying to hit on you." Yeah, he might be dating him, but you know what? Listen, 90-year-old women, man, they lonely. I mean, if I'm 90 and some 20-year-old good-looking rolled up on me talking about, "Yo, handsome, what's good?" I'm gonna be like, "Okay, you tell me." I'll be like, "You tell me, shawty." Jill, what good? How you doing? Shoot, false teeth and all. Some 20-year-old firm and fully packed. Oh yeah, she's gonna get my attention. She might get a couple dollars too. You hungry? You better come on and get this chicken wing, girl. So, boy, man, listen, I ain't gonna lie. Like I used to say this to chicks. I used to be like, "Listen, you're a lovely looking young lady. Can I take you out? Listen, I'll feed you just to look at you." They would crack up. They would crack up like word. I'd be like, "Yeah, listen, I'll feed you just to look at you." You're kind of just, what? You crazy. You crazy. You crazy, Nicholas. Don't make no bet on that, Nicholas. Nervous person in real life. I would literally avoid you people, would have to talk to me, or I would have to say something to them. Purple Code, you're a guy, aren't you? You sound like a guy. I heard girls like tall guys, and I'm only 23. Purple Code, how tall are you? You hear it all the time. Well, Lisa Marie, that's because you're a good-looking woman. Very good looking. So you're gonna hear it all. Listen, you good-looking ladies on here, you got to trust me. We understand what some of the things you're going through. All right. Some things we don't. We don't have the biological makeup that you got. Okay. But like guys hitting on you all the time, like we get it. listen, guys are gonna hit. You're beautiful. You go to the gym. You probably smell like new money. I mean, great job. You got a nice car. You know what I'm saying? You got a, you know, your hip to waist ratio says, you know, get me pregnant. I'm sorry. It's just, it's a prime directive. We look at you, you know, you look good, you smell good. We try to put one up in you. It sounds, you know, it is the way it is. You know, we're trying to lock you down. Like, hey, this is my woman. That's just that. I mean, it is what it is. But, you know, so everybody's for you. You know, even guys who have women, they will, hey, they will leave that ham sandwich for a steak dinner in a minute. It is what it is, ladies. Like, this is probably never going to, somebody, what are you, like 28, 29? You girls are prime. Like, you, listen, a 28, 29-year-old is prime for every age on the planet that's legal. You're, I don't know if you guys have been paying attention, but you're prime for these kids who just getting out of high school, these 18-year-olders. They trying to get themselves an older woman because these goofy girls at 18, they're just out there. They're doing everything that's crazy out there. They're just like, I need me to get somebody that is done with all this nonsense. So 28, 29, oh, heavens and Murgatroyd, man, I was hunting them down. Woo, I was hunting them when I was 18. Oh, yes. That's what I was looking at. When I was 14, I was looking at a 32-year-old. All right, I didn't have anything to do with her, but I was looking at her, okay? I already knew what I liked. When I was 42, I dated a 63-year-old. I've always liked older women. And now that I'm older, I look at a 30-year-old in a heartbeat. I'd be like, heck yeah, what's up with you? What you doing? Like in a minute, it's just you right in that area where I'm just sorry. Nobody's gonna guess if you're legal or illegal. You know, you don't have that issue going on because you're not 20 or 21, so nobody's got that issue. You're 29, 30. You are perfect, especially if you ain't got no ring on your finger. Oh yeah. So listen, just from a brother I'm 51. Okay, I have 25, 26-year-olds looking at me all the time. I just don't say nothing to them, but I already know what the deal is. So I'm just letting you know, you right in that area. Somebody gonna try to put 2 or 3. I'm just saying. Don't get mad at a brother because somebody gonna try it. All right. And I'm hoping somebody succeed. Because if you all fine and all, nah. You can't be all fine and just, no. Somebody need to get on that. Like right now. Somebody need to get on that. I don't know what city y'all in, but shoot. I'm sure some brother is probably calling y'all right now while you're on my live. I'm sure y'all Instagram be blowing up too. Don't let these ladies fool you. Don't nobody talk to me. Everybody tries to talk to you. We know that. As long as they don't have kids. Oh, shoot, man. I tell you what, 2 kids don't slow me down. Oh, you ain't got no kids, Des? Oh, my God. Yeah, but Des, you ain't trying to be caught. Des is like, look, Des got a one-track mind, and it's all career-minded. Des got hurt. You're like, yeah, Des ain't trying to holler at no one. Lisa Marie, what? What, Lise? What? You know I'm right, Lise. You know somebody trying to, you know what I'm saying? Trying to put a ring on it. Probably trying to put 3 rings on you. Come here, girl. You better take these 3 rings. When you were 42, hey man, you should have saw that 63-year-old. She hit on me on Craigslist. Yeah, he is mad random. Yeah, man. What, Lisa? What I say? Yeah, I'm 51, guys. I'll be 52 this year. Looks are deceiving because I got a bad back and bad knees. But I know what you're saying. Looks are deceiving because I done had some dime pieces in my life and spent a day with them and couldn't stand them. Oh, my buffering. I'm sorry, Lisa. I don't know what to do about that. Kids are annoying. Bye, Lise. Bye, baby girl. No, I don't believe the future will be different. I believe the future will be the same. I believe the future will be a collage of technology that has already been around before, and it will be the same racism out there. It will be the same hatred that we see all the time. There'll be wars, but the wars will be interplanetarian. I believe that people will, I just don't think it'll change. The outfits that you saw 40 years ago should probably come back. I just don't think it's gonna. People are prone to violence, so I think they're gonna stay violent. I think violence is money. I think you're just gonna see more and more of it. Start knowing. Okay, I think that the women. Now, here's one thing I do think is going to change. Stop thinking in facts or fiction, in fact or fiction. Here's one thing I think is going to change. Here's one thing I know that's going to be. All right, so if we don't have a major epidemic that's pandemic, then the population by 2030 is going to pretty much double. Ridiculous. The population will be ridiculous. So here's the thing. The reason why everybody expects a pandemic or an epidemic event to happen, which is probably going to be some type of disease like the Black Plague or something like that. The reason why they think this is going to happen because it's happened before, about every 640 years. And we're past due. We just passed that 640-year mark in 2012. So they think that there's going to be a Black Plague or, all this. Or all this type of, they think that there's going to be, okay, like when the Zika virus hit, which is still out there. When the Zika virus hit, it's carried by mosquitoes. The World Health Organization issued a warning to the Americas, talking about the Zika virus is now in America, and it is here. But the Zika virus isn't killing people like the Black Plague killed people, one, because of technology, which is especially in the Western world where we're able to combat those type of things. But nonetheless, if the Zika virus would have happened 200, 300 years ago, there's a good chance it would have wiped out a large population of people. Because Zika virus actually, has an effect on, women, on pregnancy and things along that line. regardless if they're manufactured or not. The fact is that they have an effect on us, but especially on the cranium of children, but they don't have as much as effect as they would have had 300-400 years ago, simply because of technology and things along that line. But when you look at the Black Plague, when the Black Plague hit, hey, glad you're back. A lot of people thought the Black Plague was sent curse from God. This is why you had a lot of people who went around beating themselves, trying to humiliate themselves, trying to get God to stop the Black Plague. But the Black Plague was actually created from ships that were going from one country to another. And what had happened was the rats, and it was a mix in the blood from rats and pigs. And the main caveat, or the main carrier for it, were the mosquitoes. So the mosquitoes would bite the rat and then would bite the pig, and both of their bloods would be in the mosquito. Then it would go and bite a human, and it would start killing a human off. Well, it's probably true. There's all type of amalgamations that they've experienced with that are, is Des still here? That they experienced with just like making Dolly and things along that line. What is the score of the game? Looks like it's mutation. Yeah, well, they made Dolly. They wanted to clone a sheep, and they did. They cloned a sheep successfully. Then you have stem cell research. And stem cell research is basically trying to stimulate a cell by using the same cell from another human body. Well, where do they get those cells from? Abortion clinics. This is why the Clintons were so dangerous, for one of them, because Hillary Clinton is behind a lot of these abortion clinics that you see out here. And basically they were telling Latinos, blacks, and, mothers, just like, if you don't go in here and get an abortion, we're not going to, support your welfare. You're not going to be able to file for welfare. So they would get an abortion, they would take the baby, the fetuses, and then they would use the fetuses for stem cell research. I don't know what you're talking about. Gene splicing. Yeah, well, gene splicing, stem cell research, I think that kind of goes on. Look, guys, I am not a scientist. I just study healthcare. And of course, when you study, how you doing? I'm doing okay, Nathan. And so, in studying healthcare, a lot of my classes have a lot of this information in it. But of course, it's up to you to go and really dig deep into it. And if you guys really want to know more about that, just don't look on the internet so much, but you could actually probably walk into the CDC, and or you can probably call the World Health Organization or some of those people, and you can get some real research out of what a lot of these doctors are doing, what a lot of these medicines that are out, and how medicines that are supposed to be good for you that aren't Prilosec. Some of these painkillers that they're issuing out here, they're not good for you. And then they have these mass recalls because these medicines are being pushed. And the medicines that are being pushed are research. I do think you understand what that means in reality, not definition. And when you look at these when you start getting into it, start reading some of these theses, and then start looking at some features that you're talking about, it'll all really make a lot more sense, especially if you start taking biology classes. And I've taken 3, and tell them, look, you've been lied to. And I'm looking to actually, I would like to get a biology degree. When this is all over, I would like to end up with 3 degrees. You know, and it might not never happen. I hope you don't lose your money, baby. Oh, she's still here. Hey, Des. I don't know about Houston. What's the score, Des? Oh, the truth is in my face. Well, the whole truth ain't in my face. But what I was saying is, and there's a lot of hands-on research that you can do to get a better understanding. And I don't know if any of you have taken a biology class before, past Biology 101. If you ever looked at a cadaver, I don't know, but looking at comments from Warrior fans and Steph killing. Okay. You know, I don't know if you guys have taken biology, past Biology 101. Biology 101 is just a requirement. I've taken some classes where I had to look at cadavers. It just starts to get more interesting the more you look into the human body. And so I suggest if you guys haven't done that, you know, go on the internet, go on YouTube and do it. And or if you can, go and take a biology class, an advanced biology class. Give you a better understanding. You're not thinking critically. You're just repeating what you were told. I'm not repeating what I was told. I'm repeating what I saw. So let me repeat this. I took biology class and I worked with cadavers. He really does like it. What? What? You trust the Rockets, huh? Let me see who's winning. I'm surprised you're still here, Dad. It's past your bedtime. Meaning you're usually not here this late. So, and the score is 65-73. That's not bad. Well, I'm down by 9. Down by 8, something like that. 75, down by 9. 8. So, yeah, me too. Going to bed soon? I expect you usually out by about 10 o'clock, but more than happy to have you hang around. You give good female perspective on things. I don't trust the Rockets, man. I don't either. I don't either. Oh, goodness gracious. It is the third quarter, though. I had to shower. I'm probably going to go to the university tomorrow. Make sure all my ducks are in a row before class starts. I see an NBA final. Daz wants Chris Paul to see an NBA finals too. She just doesn't like the fact that they have to go through the Warriors to do it. See, Daz is over there hoping for another injury. That's what Daz is doing. Oh, I'm not saying that. You're not going to get me to say that, Des, until, well, okay. How many games will they have? All right. So this will be the third game, right? You quit doing that. That's barely up there. Is it? I have allergies. This will be the third game, right? This will be the third game they won. Will this be the third game? I wonder if my other video posted yet. Let's go. Houston, man. Let go, Houston. The NBA is fixed. Yeah, it's only the third quarter. Woo! 3-1. Oh, Des. Des, that's not good, Des. That's not a Des. I'm having a friend. Dad's over there praying. Dad's over there praying. Father, it is me, your child. Dad's over there praying. Did I bet you, Miller? Miller, what did I bet you? Des, I'm messing with you, baby. I don't know wait at the Rockets way, but I don't know. Miller, what did I bet you? $500 is only gas money. You got more gas. You got more. Shoot. 500, man. I bet you in a Celtics series, didn't I? Hold on. Oh, Lord. See what I bet you, bro. Telling you act like the world isn't. You know what, King? King. Look. Yeah, I did. I bet you a $20 pizza. Yep, sure did. Got all my bets written down. You know what, King? See, you know here, King, you want to talk about a deep-seated subject in its entirety on a chat that's not even coming close to talking about that. Now, the populace control the chat. I don't control the chat. I'm just the MC. The populace control the chat. When I start losing people because we're talking about something that they don't want to talk about, then the chat changes what I start talking about. In lieu of this, if you want to talk about masonry and all this other stuff, then you'll have to make a chat date. And we'll open up a chat talking about just that. And that way I can be prepared, do my homework, and then you can do your homework, and then we can have a whole chat about it. That's the way this goes. All right? All right. And I don't know why you're saying I'm shook, because I'm not. Night-night, Des. Aw. Not right now, Brooks. It's way too late for me to get into that. No. When I say a chat day, we got to start at like 6 or something like that, because that's a 2-hour chat, and it's heavy, and I got to be able to keep up with you guys. And you guys, another thing, when you get to talking about that stuff, you can't talk in circles, or I'm just going to be like, you know what, I'm not doing this in the chat. And not explaining what you're talking about, and then just bouncing off to somewhere else, because I'm not doing that. I don't have the patience for that. I don't. If we're going to talk about an error that something happened, we're going to stick to that error, and we're going to talk about that at length. If you jump from there and then jump to it, I'm going to be like, you know what, guys, I can't do it. Talk to you later. Bye. I don't have the patience. So I'm just trying to tell you how to get what you want out of the chat. Look, you older, help the youth. I'm not going to say it again. Kevin, he'll come in here. Look, you got about 9, 10 guys and women. Lakeisha will come on here. Listen, the chat does care. They will come on in here and fire it up. All right? You don't know what you're talking about. Okay. Okay, I'm done. Anyway, back to sports. I'm done. Oh, man, that's bright. Eyes are getting tired. But I could. Somebody wanted me to start doing singing videos again. I might make a video this summer. I got plenty of songs. 70 to 80. All right. Fourth quarter, 11 minutes left. It's still doable. It's doable. You guys gotta have some faith. Guys gotta have some faith, man. Let's go. Let's go, Cleveland. Yes, I think false flags events are rigged, are clearly part of the rigging. And nobody over here is blind. I just don't have the time or the patience. And you obviously don't have the clarity to understand that I don't lightly go over subjects. When I get into a subject such as what you're trying to get out of a basketball chat, I don't do that and go deep into. I just don't. I'm not going to do that. Pick a date, pick a time, write down what you want to talk about in clarity, and then we'll start a chat talking about that. Yeah, I think false flags are definitely something to do with sports, especially when you find out that, like Houston, with the flood, and then the Astros win. It's just like, oh, come on now. All of a sudden, the Astros win, and then when you start really looking into that flood, you find out that they flooded some of the areas, some of the homes on purpose. They were like, if we didn't, it was going to go into the city, yada, yada, yada. So they flooded some of the people's homes on purpose. That flood in Louisiana was on purpose. Until 9/11, huh? If you watch the game on mute for a few minutes, you see the refs BF calls easier. I feel you, Miller. I only watch the highlights every now and then, Miller, but it's all BS to me. I can't do it. I stopped watching years ago, long time ago. I just got too disappointed with it. I like this can't be real. Like, this is not life right here. This is life. I'm like, I know this is not life. You know they do. Some of the commentators would be so funny. And where's LeBron James? He's totally missing. What happened to LeBron James? This is about to come down. You are barely hanging in there. Yeah, probably come down tomorrow. Have to go get another nail and stick it in there somehow. Tighten this whole thing up. Yep. Yeah, Miller, they do. The score is 77-82. What, 3 down by 5? Whoop, whoop. Let's go. Let's go, Rockets. Let's go, Rockets. Let's go. Yeah, so Rockets. Oh, man, I had a good workout today. Hit the legs. Oh, I got a bad hip. That thing right there on my hip. Did some stomach. Trying to work on the gut. Like, did some stomach. Did some some leg and some stomach, man. It's good stuff, man. Try to get the knees. Tell them when you first moved out your parents' house, what did you do? My parents' house? What did I do? I mean, what job did I have? What kind of work did I do? Is that what you mean by what did you do? What was my first job outside of my parents' house? Is that what you're asking me? When I first moved out of my parents' house, I lived with my sister. They're like, were you bored or no? Well, I was always, I wasn't bored. No, I wasn't bored. I lived with my sister. The first job I had when I was 18, that wasn't the first job I ever had. The first job I ever had, I was the first, or house sick. No, I wasn't. Are you house sick? You miss your, look, it's okay to miss your home. It's okay to miss your mom, to miss your family. It's okay. You know what I'm saying? But I lived with my sister when I was 18 until I was 19. So for almost a year, we struggled. I had a couple jobs I kept getting fired from. And then I went into the military when I was 19 years old. And they sent me overseas. So was I lonely? Absolutely. I was very, very, very lonely when I lived in Darmstadt, Germany. So, and I was homesick. But I wasn't, did you ever had to cut the grass or slave the snow? I don't know what slaving the snow is, but I've cut grass and I've shoveled the snow before. You mean at your house? You sound like you're like 14 or 15. How old are you? How old are you? I'm trying to understand your questioning. I'm tired. I gotta take a shower before I go to bed. 79 to 82. 7 minutes left. Down by what? 3? You're 13. There it is. Yeah, you sound very young. So what are you worried about? What are you worried about? Purple code, what are you worried about? Well, let me tell you this. All right, good, good. That's a great answer. Okay, well, yeah, you have to shovel the snow sometime. And 13, you should be in bed, sleep. Yeah, but he's not. He's on chat with us, so, and he's asking me a question, so something's on his mind. I picked up chicks at the gym, tell him, good job. So, oh, did I pick up chicks? Nah, I did talk to a few, but I didn't pick any up. So, yeah, when I left, I wasn't homesick. Now, when you leave your house, well, I wasn't homesick until I went overseas. Purple code. So, I don't know if that's the route that you're going to take, but if you go over, I mean, well, let me ask you this, Purple Code. What do you want to be when you get older? Sounds like everybody at 13. What do you want to be when you get older? What do you want to study? Where do you want to live? You know, what do you want to be? You sound curious. You know, and for some reason, you might think that we have some answers for you here. Well, you don't need to be old to do that. But YouTubers make good money. But YouTubing is an art. It's a science. You have to study it every day. And sometimes more than every day. You have to, if you want to be a successful YouTuber, and YouTube is making it harder every day to be successful. And he just lets you know that right now. So, okay, well, let me look at it like, let me tell you, 82, 84, let's go. Okay, so let me educate you on my YouTube career. I've been on YouTube for 11 years. I didn't start making money until, yeah, Rockets go. I didn't start making money till probably 5 years ago. That's when they really start monetizing and stuff like that. And when I started making, no, about 7 years ago, but when I started making money on YouTube, well, when I first started, I wasn't in it for the money. I was just doing it because I was trying to spread my music around. YouTube was a good platform for that. And I was just trying to be out there and just see what people are doing and stuff like that. And, you know, no big deal. But all the way up until 2016, I had only 800 subscribers. I have, you know, 1,543 as of right now. Most of my YouTube channel has grown within the last year and a half simply because of talking about the NBA. That's it. Oh, Dad, you can't sleep? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Well, your team, the Rockets, the score is 82-84. But anyway, what I did, I just talked about things that were on my mind. The Rockets are winning, 85-84. So I talked about, yeah, we all love when Dez is here. I talked about things that were on my mind on YouTube. And then when I started making my first couple little pennies on YouTube, I was like, okay, let's go. So what I did was I vetted the market. I know you're 13, you don't know what vetting the market is, but this is something that you need to study. What I did was when I started making money, I would do like 20 cents a day. Seriously. And sometime my internet or my electricity was cut off or my internet was cut off, I would take my iPad and go make movies at the library. I would sit there and make movies or go film a movie and then go to the library and then go right on my channel and post right at the library. I just kept making, once I saw it was a business and I started making like 2-3 cents, that too led to 4 cents. And when I was making like a cent a day, 2 cents, 3 cents, and then it got up to 20. And every time I made 5 cents or something like that, I would go, it's better than 4 cents. I always had a positive attitude about it. I always had a positive attitude, and I still do. You know what I'm saying? If I make $3, I'm just like, it's better than $2. I always do that. So this is kind of the mind frame that you have to have. And I ain't big balling over here. You know, it's not paying my rent, but it pays a few things, you know. I get a little extra money in my pocket, once every month or every 2 months. I don't know, but I used to get paid $100 a year. Yeah, and I vetted the market. I start putting videos out on what I knew. I start going out and filming people and talking to them and filming. And I start doing all kind of stuff just to see what video would do. I went into my analytics. Yeah, and I started looking at, who's looking at what video. I look see how many women were looking at the video, what country they were looking at, what time they were looking at it, what devices they were looking at it on, how long the conversation went. I mean, I get it into all that. When this is over, I go in and work my magic on these videos, and then sometime I'll be there for hours just looking at my analytics and going blah, 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 and trying to figure out what I'm going to do the next day. And I pretty much know what I'm going to make this month. I know when my drop-offs are coming and when my clients are, like, I know all of that. It's a business. This is my business. You know, it's an ancillary income. It's not my major ancillary income. So I'm just saying, if you want to be a YouTuber, man, get yourself a gimmick that people want to see. Keep it to where, you know, it's not you know, everybody can see it, including children, and everybody can talk about it. This is one reason why I like to clean up, you know, some of the stuff that's said here, because I want everybody to look at it. The more you do that, the more YouTube pushes your channel. Plus, you don't make any money until you have over 1,000 subscribers. So, yeah, you don't make any money. So, what I would do is I'd go to your mom or your dad and say, look, this is what I want to do. This is what I've been doing. You know, have yourself a game plan. Don't just go to them with some okey doke. Mom, I just feel like, nah, go to them with a plan and say, hey, I've been looking at YouTube. I want to try to do this. And like, have a business plan about it. I know you're 13, but oh, they cheating? But have yourself a business plan. You know what I'm saying? Have yourself a projected, you know, and what they'll do if they take you seriously, you can link their bank account to your channel. That way, when you send YouTube your information to get it monetized, once you get over 1,000 subscribers, what'll happen is they'll be like, well, you're not old enough. Well, it won't matter because your parents are old enough. So it'll be in their name. They'll just set, you know, whatever money goes into, like, it'll be on their account, but it'll be like a little, and then boom, you just start. What up? Just, you know, and that's how you do it as somebody your age. That's how, you know, the Pauls, you know, Jake Paul and John Paul and them idiots, you know, they start off real young. And if you start now, by the time you get, you know, 18, you'll already have a rhythm. You'll already have a following. You'll have money in your pocket. Yeah, Houston doing it now. Wait, I get a hug, Des? Do I get a hug, Des? Houston up now? I don't get no love, Des? Oh, man. Man, I thought I'd get a love. I thought I'd get a hug, man. I don't get no high five. I get a fist bump. I don't get no love, man. I don't get no love from nobody, man. I don't get no love. It's all good, though. Oh, if they win, if they win, it's still too much time left. I feel you, Dad. I feel you. If they win, I get a fist bump. Oh, man, I'm looking forward to that one day. Shoot, man. That's what's up. Ooh-wee. See, like, it's still too much time. No, I don't agree with Kanye West. I don't agree with Kanye West. Yeah. Kanye West is Kanye West when the president was in the primaries, Kanye West went to New York and pretty much contacted the president and walked into his building just to take a picture with him. And he was standing there, you know, taking a picture with him, dyed his hair blonde and everything. And that was the beginning of the end for me. Because I was looking at him like, what happened to the same Kanye West that was talking about George Bush during that fundraiser? So Kanye West has made a significant change, and he lost 10 million subscribers to his music, his Twitter following, and all that when he made those ridiculous statements. But some of his music is really, 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 really good. Really good. Yeah, the Kardashian witches have really got in his head. But I liked his first, second, third album. Like, I was like, forever, forever, ever, ever, ever. Like, I was on Kanye, like, diamonds are forever. Oh, my God. Love him, love his music. See when it all falls down. When it falls down, what you going? Da-da-da-da-da. I was like, yeah, I'm in love with you. Yeah, I was down with Kanye, man. You know what I'm saying? Because he was talking right. Through the fire. That was off his first album where he dubbed Shaka Khan. He made all those beats himself. He just raw. Loved it. Creativity, everything. You know? I mean, now he's making songs called Poopity Scoop. Like, what? Wait, what? What are we doing? Poopity Scoop. Scoop. Like he's just trolling y'all. I'm just like, that Runaway is hot. Like that Runaway song. He's a musical genius. You know, I don't think he's a genius at everything like he does. His clothing sucks. His shoes ain't that bad. They got some flair. But his clothing is terrible. Looks like something off of The Walking Dead. And I'm not paying nothing for those clothes. Nothing. I'm not doing it. But his opinions, he thinks, for one, Kanye's opinions, they do hold weight. They do. You know, what he says, people listen to. You know, he can ruffle a lot of feathers. You know, but it doesn't mean that those opinions should be taken to heart every time he says something. But a lot of things he says do make sense. But the last big ripple that he caused wasn't good. And I don't agree with it at all. Yeah, let's go. What up, Dez? Yeah. But 13-year-old, you're what? What grade is that? I don't even know what grade it is. But what do 13-year-old, like, what music does a 13-year-old listen to? Like, what? I don't. No idea what you guys listen to. You're in 8th grade. Okay. So what do you listen to? What's your favorite band? What's your favorite song on the radio? What's your favorite music? What's your favorite album? You know? You heard what? You heard wrong. Who's your favorite, man? Boy, you like to do? Are you a Boy Scout? You play baseball, you run track, 94-91. 127 left in the game. It's 94-91. And 124 left in the game. And the Warriors are down by 3, and the Houston Rockets seem like they want to win. Back to you, Jack. That's how they talked back in the 60s. Yeah. It is close. They're doing this just because you want to know who wins. I said the Rockets are going to win today. Let's see if I'm right. They got mad shooters. That Steph Curry will pull up on you at half court. Like, he just put out a video with him all the way at the other end of the court, made 18 shots in a row. He's doing like J.R. Smith is, pushing people and whatnot. Yeah, you would think the Cavs is playing the way like it's freaking Game 7. And it is all on the line the way you talking, Daz. Well, it's Game 4, man. Game 4 matters. Go down 3-1. That's just bad. And they always talk about no team. I don't think it's going to happen. No, that's not good to be swinging on folks coming to the. I wish you would come to the hoop. You getting straight elbow. Run away from the baby. Run away. And I know. Might go to OT. Oh, man, I hope it doesn't go to OT. Dez is really going to flip out if it goes to OT. Dez is not. Desiree, you're late to work today. I know. I had to watch the game last night. You got 5 on this. Need this. We got a young man on. Please don't curse. Please don't curse. Run away from the baby. 94-92. It's 94-92. The Houston Rockets are up by 2. And 14 seconds left in the game. This just in. It's 14 seconds left in the game, and Houston Rockets are up by 2. And it looks like we're going into overtime. Back to you, Jim. Stretch my legs. What's good? What's good, Dez? What's really popping? Where you at, Dez? I gotta go Beat Street on you, Dad. Beat Street. They for the beat. Where my homies at? What I tell you? What up, Dad? We homies again. Get up, brother. brother. Get up, brother. Get some love. I need my love right about now. I'm needing my love right about now. I'm feeling a little left out. Huh? I gotta do my prison pose on you, Dad. What up? What up, Dad? Yeah, they pulled it out. Yeah, see? Tell you, I ain't that bad at this. Oh, stop it. Stop the madness. Stop the madness. I'm not even watching that. I'm not watching that. I'm not watching that. That's crazy. That's what you call malarkey. That's malarkey right there. You're serious. Well, man, I can't do it with y'all, man. I cannot do it with y'all, man. I can't do it, man. Run away from the baby. Run away. I cannot do it. Ah, man. I was just about to give me a hug from Dez. They want my hug. I worked so hard for that hug. I gave everything that I had just for that hug. And they gave it. And they took it. I don't know. Oh, okay. All right. We back on. Is everything all right now? Because, oh, my goodness. I can't do all that. I can't do. We good now? I give my love. Is the game really over? I might throw some. Oh, my goodness. Big ol' hug. Oh, man. Put it right there. All of it. Oh, yeah. Move, baby, move. Ah. Woo! That's what I'm talking about. Make old man feel good. Man. Houston in 7. I try to tell y'all, man. Try to tell y'all, have a little faith in your boy. All right. Let me get $1. Buy me a soda, PJ. Can I get a soda from your brother? Can I get a fruit juice from you? A pack of Skittles or something. Hook a brother up. Man, they tripping out here. If Cavs win, the chat, peace on me. I'll hold you to that. Good night, lovely Daz. Have a good sleep, young lady. Be safe tomorrow, work. Okay, bro. I'll take a pizza any day. Hold the pepperonis, extra cheese, and pineapples. Mhm. Well, you guys, I'm gonna get in the shower and I am out of here. And once again, thank you guys for stopping by. The Lord loves you, and so do I.